Good evening, everyone. Believe it or not, this is about my sixth attempt at trying to trying to do this. Season's greetings to everybody. Got the old Christmas tree up. Got the cab in full force, and yeah, it's been about a year since I got this now, and I've had a few comments and messages come through asking questions. So I thought I'd just kind of wrap it all up into one year update video. So I got this on the 22nd of December last year, so it's almost a year. And yeah, I've got to say, really happy with it. No substantial issues. Nothing that's it's never fouled on me, or never had any issues with overheating. I've not had to change anything substantial. All the no sticky buttons, no discoloration of the cabinet. It's night time now, but we've got sunlight at both ends of this room, and it would have discoloured it if in the summer if there was any issues with the plastics. But yeah, it's still bright white. It all looks good. Yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing about this cab that I would say is bad. It comes with a nice HD screen, 32 inch. Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, straight off the bat, I've just got to say it's literally one of the best things I've ever bought. Don't tell the wife about the engagement ring, or officially it's got to be the engagement ring or the wedding ring. But really, this has absolutely been fantastic. The last year that I've had it. Often you work all day. I collect my son from nursery, do the whole bath time and bedtime routine, and then come down at about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Have a nice half an hour blast of King of Fighters or a cave shooter, and it really makes my day. It really is absolutely fantastic. Such great fun. I just love the whole the design of the whole control panel sitting above you, and you've got the big screen in front of you. It is absolutely fantastic. There's nothing about it that I would change. It's really good. If it's really pushed me for small gripes, and I get a lot of questions on YouTube, but the first one that comes to mind is the cheap sheet metal that comes with it. So all the bottom part of the cabinet is powder coated with a cheap sheet metal. It's not making noise, but if I tap it, it just doesn't sound right. And that may sound ridiculous, but when you're playing games and you knock it with your knee, it does just doesn't sound right. Just doesn't sound right. It's got like a tinny sound to it, which isn't great. It just sounds cheap. But so I mean, to try and negate that, I've put some little pads on the inside of all the doors, and it helps a lot. But when it comes delivered, it's quite loose, that door. So any kind of tap or any kind of touch on the front doors, it makes a little tinny noise during the games. It is a bit annoying. You can't hear it when you're playing, when you've got the speakers turned up, but yeah, it just feels a little bit cheap. So it's just one of those things to be aware of. And the only second small tiny gripe would be about the fans at the back. So in the back of this cab, you've got two fans, one either side of the monitor, and again. Started off when I bought it, it was silent. I couldn't hear it at all. But after about 6 months, you could just start to hear it. It's got that kind of drone of a 90s PC. I'm sure there's dust in it or something. Maybe I could clean it, but it's just got that kind of drone of a server or something. I can't quite describe the sound, but it's definitely there. Like some strong fans kicking off. So if I'm in the front room here, watching some football or watching TV or whatever I'm doing, and I've still got this on a track mode, I end up just turning it off because it's annoying. So it's a tiny thing to mention. And if you're playing a game with the sound turned up, you'll never notice. But when it's in a track mode like this and the sound's down quiet, you really do notice it, and I end up just turning it off because it gets annoying if I'm doing something else. In terms of jobs to do on this cab, the next big thing I'm going to do is lighting. So the cab that I got by default didn't have any lighting for the control panel or the marquee. I've done some tests and put some LED lights behind it, and it will shine through quite nicely on both with normal sort of cardboard artwork. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. I've seen some videos online of the Brook Universal Fighting Boards, which I've got in Player 1 and Player 2 under the control panel. And you can just literally just cut LED lights in half and just splice them into that, so you can just put the ground and the 5 volts into the 5-volt unit on the board. Apparently it powers it quite perfectly fine, so I think I'll give that a try and do a video on that at some point. But other than that, once I've got lighting done, there's literally nothing else I'm going to do with it. I might try and find some nicer ways of sticking this up. I've been quite lazy and just blue tack this on at the moment, but I will put some proper strips and mount everything properly and get a bit of perspex plastic to mount this properly at the top. But all in all, I'm very happy with how it's all turned out at the moment. So yeah, I spend more time playing it than I do fiddling about with making it look nice. So yeah, all in all really good. I don't really think I've got anything else much to say. Still running the Xbox One, Xbox 360, and playing a load of cave shoot 'em ups in moments. I've got Escalade 2, which is on the cabin at the moment. Bit of what's this? Dodon Tachi Sai Daiujo. I've probably got that wrong. Akakatana and Mujihime Sama Futari, which I've got a 1cc clear on another video. Yeah, just really enjoying it. Don't really have much bad to say about it. If I had to recommend to anyone that's umming and ahhing about getting one, definitely get one. The worst part is always just going to be just paying the money for it up front, but then if you're someone that's going to really enjoy it and play it, it's a no-brainer for me. I absolutely love it. So yeah, Merry Christmas. I will try and do some more videos at some point later in the year, and I think we'll leave it there.